I'm not the biggest Jack White fan, and I've always had this sneaking suspicion that everyone has liked his work more than I do, or did in the past. I've always had friends handing me over White Stripes albums, like, "All right, dude, yeah, I know you listen to Fall in Love with a Girl, you listen to uh, their other songs, Seven Nation Army, whatever, on the radio, but listen to this, okay? Check this shit out." And I've listened to their albums. I thought they were okay. They had some cool songs. Some of them I thought were corny. Some of them I thought were really simple. Um, I've listened to a little bit of Tours, just a little in the Dead Weather or something like that. But again, never the biggest Jack White fan. Though I've seen Jack White live before. I saw him at Version Free Festival in Merriweather Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland, which is, I guess, the biggest venue close to me besides Verizon Center. That was a really good festival. I saw M83 there. Nas was there. Didn't see him, unfortunately. Some other really good bands. Portugal the Man I saw for the first time over there. But Jack White was that was the first tour where he had his all female band. They wore all white. I think it was, I can't even remember the name of the album that he was doing songs from. But I thought it was really subdued, mellow. I guess like Hotel Yorba or something and Seven Nation Army were the most energetic songs he played, but it wasn't really that memorable to me. I thought it was, maybe it was because I was standing out on the lawn, where everyone was kind of tired from having been out all day, but it seemed kind of low energy, and I don't think he was that excited. His persona was really, like I said, mellow. He had a suit on the whole time. It was very dialed down. Now the performance I saw last night at Merriweather Post Pavilion for the second time was enough to sort of shock me out of whatever he had done the first live performance. That mellow performance. This was the opposite of that. This week I dig Jack White's Lazaretto tour performance. I think it was the second or third show of this tour at Merriweather Post Pavilion again in Columbia, Maryland. My friend had an extra ticket. Again, I wasn't that excited to go, but I figured, all right, I'll go accompany you. Whatever. A good live show is good. Whatever. His opener was Olivia Jean, who is an artist from his record label, his crazy record label with all their blues stuff and special secret vinyl records. She did a decent job. It was like 60s style music. They were she seemed pretty mellow, like something out of Jack White's previous incarnation, like what I was talking about. Pretty good. Now, there was so much contrast in the performance when Jack White came out. He has a different haircut now. His band is mixed gender. They're not all trying. It seems like they're less poised. The drummer was incredible, and I gotta get this guy's name, because I just added him on my Twitter. But he was guy's name is Daru Jones. Incredible. This guy is drummed for he's done stuff for Nas, a bunch of musicians in the past. Incredible, high energy. This dude, he drummed as like fantastic as Jack White plays guitar. He stole the show a lot of times. Amazing job from this guy. Jack White, a lot of energy from him, a lot of running around, yelling. He had this crazy reverb microphone where he would do these. It would do like an echo. He could get a delay going where he would speak into the microphone and it would sound like it was a speaker, but it would get this long echo going on. Great band, a lot of energy, they'd be yelling around. It seemed like they were about to start destroying their equipment at some point, which is it's just great to see them being that into it. Good crowd interactions. I was also closer to the show. I was sitting. I was in the seated area, closer to him. Maybe that influenced me a little bit. But he played a lot of songs from Lazaretto, which I haven't listened to, but they were pretty good. Fucking everything sounds great live though. A good amount of White Stripes songs, some Tours songs. Seven Nation Army was what he closed out with. They played maybe 8 or 9 songs, maybe 8. And their encore was really powerful. Good 8 songs. We Are Gonna Be Friends, Seven Nation Army, Icky Thump. Icky Thump was probably the best song of the night. Yeah, I was just really impressed visually. Also, I think visually the last show was great. Um, there's always that theme of blue and white. Very everyone looks really pale, with the exception of the black dudes on the stage. Everyone looks ultra pale. Like if they're white, they end up looking like ghosts. Jack White always looks like a ghost or a vampire. Um, but yeah, dude was fucking sweating. He was just sweating the whole time. It was great to see him put that much energy into it. But there was this TV that was somehow hooked up to Jack White's guitar, where anytime he would play a chord, you could see like the little blue lines would shake, and when he was playing really hard, the TV would go crazy. That was cool. They had these glowing orbs set into the stage. This guy, it was interesting. I forget his name. He was playing a theremin, pretty interesting instrument where you don't touch it. You look like you're a magician. The closer your hand gets to this little rod, it makes the little sound that goes like. That was cool. Just great performance. What I'll close with is it was interesting seeing whoever he had this comedian or some performer open up the curtains and tell the crowd basically fuck your cell phones. Your YouTube clips are nowhere near as good as the performance. Even your pictures, we hired a photographer to take pictures, so you don't have to you don't have to do this. You don't have to experience real life through your phone, because there is a real show going on. I definitely agree with him on that. Awesome show. Let me know what you want me to talk about next week. If you spotted anything cool, go see this Lazaretto tour if you get the chance. Awesome stuff. Even if you're like me and you're not the hugest fan of his recorded music. Awesome stuff. All right, you guys. See you next week.